Hey everybody, and we're back again. And this time what I want to talk to you about is a feature called SI background pinging. Now, Humminbird defines this as the fact that when you are not looking, if you turn this off, when you're not looking at an SI view, the side imaging will not ping. It's supposed to provide enhanced down imaging performance by turning off the SI crystals in the transducer, is what Humminbird has to say about that. All right, so let's take a look here. Where can we find this? It's under sonar, and it's right here called SI background pinging. And you'll see that I've turned it off for the purposes of demonstration. All right, so I just powered this up. We don't have a side imaging view up, obviously, right? And so under normal operation, if I flip to an SI screen, it would already be populated. You know, maybe not fully because it hasn't been on that long, but it would be populated. But now if I flip to an SI screen, you'll see that the side imaging data is blank, where the down imaging data, it's already collected some. And we're just sitting in the garage, so we're not going to get anything worthwhile to look at here, right? But if you note how far this is, right, it's just below the 75. So if I change to a chart view, and then we sit here on the chart view for just a minute. Under normal circumstances, when SI background pinging is on, you'd be able to flip back to the SI screen and, you know, it would have continued marching down and you would see more of an SI image as you're driving along, right? Well, now, if we flip back to that, remember we were just below the 75 and we've been talking for, well, 15 seconds or so. So we flip back though, you'll see that it's exactly where we left it. It hadn't continued at all. And that's important to note, right? If you have some data here, it's not going to leave a big blank in between, right? This screen is going to stop scrolling. So when you come back, the image that was here before and then the data that you're getting now are just going to be stacked right on top of one another. There's not going to be a gap. I powered up the hub there by turning on the master power, and then fired up the other graph, right? So the other graph is looking at imaging. You can see the boat here up in the corner, right? This is only displaying the right-hand side. That's all I use on this graph, right? But you'll see that this graph is displaying side imaging data, even though this graph isn't looking at side imaging data, and background pinging was turned off. Why is that? Well, if we go into the menu now, if your graphs are networked, SI background pinging is missing. So as soon as you network your graphs, you lose the ability to turn off SI background pinging. And the reason that Humminbird did that is so that other graphs that are using SI data from that main graph will continue to be able to get that, right? Otherwise, if you weren't looking at SI data on the main graph that had the transducers connected and you had SI background pinging turned off, when you came over to side imaging over here, there would be nothing there, right? So just a real quick little how-to and, you know, tip on how that works. And if you do not have network graphs, then you can go ahead and take advantage of that. If your graphs are networked, then you'll never even see that setting. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the like button down there on the bottom there, and subscribe over in the corner if you're not subscribed yet. My goal with every video, don't forget, is to get 1 new subscriber per video. So if you're not subscribed, do me a favor and be my one for today. We'll see you next time.